Greetings everybody and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have the upgraded portable spot welder with LCD screen back on my bench. We were actually going to use it today. I've had a chance to play around with it a little bit, get to understand it some. The only thing I can say right off the bat before I even start it up is the one thing that's a little confusing is that the time for the welding is worded as gears as opposed to milliseconds. So it takes a small bit of adjustment. I don't know if you can see this on there or not. I'm trying to get it to where it's readable, but I don't think I can because of the reflection. But anyways, not that important. It's pretty simple to use actually. When I first looked at it and read the instructions, I was like, what is this? But once I've used it, it's really easy. Now, it doesn't tell you what buttons are what, so you get to play around with that a little bit, but it isn't that big of a deal. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to power it on, press and hold for a few seconds, then release, and the screen comes on. And there's a bit of glare there, so I'm sorry about that. But you can see that it came on. So we're going to go ahead and attach the leads. And then if you look at the instructions, set output gear. A single short press of the button to increase the output gear. Large gear. Which on the screen, I know you can't really see it here, but if you look this up on Amazon, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. It has the battery status, temperature, what gear it's in, and the delay. Delay is how long it takes for it to actually do the weld once you make contact with it, and the gears is the time. Right now it's set to 3, so I'm going to try that with the default setting of 3 and see how it does on this first strip here, and then we may have to adjust accordingly. We'll see how it goes. Now at first I was a little bummed because I thought the cords were a little short, but they're not. They're actually the same length as my other spot welder. It's just how they're coming out of this that seems a little bit awkward. So let's get our first little spot weld done, see how it looks. Okay, that looks pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, I didn't do too good on that one. Let me redo it. There we go. And for those who are wondering, this is 0.15 nickel strip or nickel plated strip, whatever it is. Nothing fancy, but that went. I'm not gonna try to pick this up or I'll pull the battery out of their holders. We'll go ahead and go on to the next one. And oh, I still got a little bit of battery flagging left on that cell. Somebody once asked in one of my videos, what am I building the battery for? Just to test the welder. This battery has no other purpose other than to test this welder. They're just old cells that I had. Okay, I thought it didn't weld, but it did. It's just the battery's moving. Alright. Well, so far, this thing is not skipping a beat. Temperature still says 25. What did it start off with? 24? Not unheard of. That seemed a little weak. There we go. I think it was just the way I was holding it. All right. Leads are a little warm. Not bad. Nothing to scowl about, I should say. Okay. Attach this battery over here. As you can see, I'm moving right along. It's doing well. The leads are warm, but they're not hot. I messed that one up. There we go. Now for the single strip. As you can see, it is holding the weight of the whole battery with no problem. It's not pulling off. So that I'm going to call good welds. Now flip it over. Do the same to this side. Make sure I'm not shorting this out. Okay. I know the idea behind camera is to give customers a show, but I'm not interested in shorting out my batteries. Whoops. That was all me right there. I screwed that up. I moved it right as it was about to weld. Okay. The welder is now at 28 degrees. 1 bar of the battery has come down. Alright, get this lined up. Uh-oh, I may have moved it a little bit too much. No, I got it. All right. Nice and clean. I'll hold this battery up to the camera a little bit closer here in a minute. Something was hot. That's a bit of my imagination. Didn't hold it right. There we go. And then for the last strip, welder's at 30 degrees Celsius now. It's getting a little warm. Okay. Let's see if we can get this up to where it can actually be seen. Let me turn this light down. Let's see if that makes a difference for how well you can see these. Really can't get a good angle, can I? I'm sorry about that. There we go. That looks pretty good. Well, for a second there. Find that angle. There we go. And again, it is holding the weight of the battery off one of the tabs. Here's one of the middle tabs, and I think one weld popped off and that was one of the ones I did kind of crappy. So that's not the welder, that was me. But yeah, clean, quick, easy. Like I said, this is just a little small battery pack. This pack's whole purpose was to build this battery to show the ease of that welder and how well it worked. And all in all, I've got no complaints about it. Like I said, it was a little weird with the buttons not being labeled. So my end thoughts on this, for the money and for how quickly you can get it, I think it's a good